So I wanted to make this video because I want to share my thoughts on using the Kindle Paperwhite. I purchased it about a year ago now, so I'm going to go through the pros and the cons from my personal experience. So this is the Kindle that I purchased about a year ago. It's the Kindle Paperwhite. It's an 8 GB size and it has a 6.8 inch display. So I'm someone who's never been keen on reading books. I could probably count on my hands the number of books I've read in my lifetime. It's only because I prefer the video format to learn. I wanted to let you know how this Kindle has actually made such a huge impact to encouraging me to even read in the first place. So first I'll go into the pros of Kindle. One of the great things about the Kindle is that I can use it outdoors. I live in Australia and it can be very sunny outdoors, but I've used it outdoors a number of times and you can clearly see the screen in direct sunlight, which I was pleasantly surprised about because I didn't actually realize that until I bought it. The next thing is I also like using it in the evening because it has a warm light on it. And it's so much easier on your eyes that I rarely get tired. I own an older iPad, but it used to cause so much eye fatigue. And since switching to the Kindle Paperwhite, I've just found it never causes any kind of eye fatigue whatsoever. So you could actually go on reading for a very long period of time because it uses this e-ink technology. It actually does feel like you're reading a book without the actual texture or feel in your hand. But visually speaking, it looks like you're reading a book. One great thing I love about the Kindle is the battery life. According to the website, it's got a 10-week battery life, and I would say it probably upholds to that depending on how much you read. I use it for several weeks before I ever have to even charge it again. So yeah, battery life is a plus point. Also, I'd like to mention how light this Kindle is to hold. It doesn't cause any kind of fatigue in your hands. It weighs 205 grams according to the website, and it's much lighter than my iPhone, and you can easily hold it with one hand, and it's very easy to turn the page just by tapping on the right or the left part of the screen. I think it's also worth noting that because of the capacity of 8 gigabytes, I mean this can hold thousands of books, which is such a huge benefit of not having to have the physical books at hand. Although sometimes I do miss the feel of physical books, but this is so much more convenient to take around just to throw in my bag whenever I'm heading out for a walk or going to a park, or maybe I want it by my bedside to read. One of the biggest pros of a Kindle is the fact that it's a dedicated piece of technology for reading books. So whenever it's on my coffee table, it actually encourages me to read more. And I find myself picking it up a lot more often than I would have done for a regular book. So let's go into the cons of the Kindle Paperwhite. One thing I really don't like about it is how slow the user interface is. When you go into the store and you're trying to buy a new book, or you're fiddling around with the settings, it lags quite a bit. But to be honest, most of the time, you're only going to be reading off it and turning the page. Also, when you're in the bookstore, you notice how pixelated the screen is, but that's all part of the technology of e-ink, because most of the time you're only going to be reading words off a page from a book, which it's actually perfect for. One other little thing that I missed out that I really want to show you is how when you've got it on standby mode and not using it and you've left it on the side, it shows up with all these little images, which is pretty cool because I never expected that, and I haven't seen any visuals on this before I bought it. So it's actually a nice surprise, and these images change every time I power it down. I find it pretty cool. So in conclusion, I'm sure you've already gathered from all the praise I've given, I find the Kindle Paperwhite 100% worth buying. It's not only going to encourage you to read a lot more, but you're going to end up purchasing books you probably wouldn't have before, and you end up building your knowledge base and learning so much more than you ever would have before. So in my opinion, it's a great investment because it's made the process of learning and reading so much more convenient by having a dedicated device specifically for reading. So I highly encourage everyone to buy one and give it a go for yourselves, because you'll understand once you buy it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again in the next one.